Hello, this is George Senda, the real, original, one and only authentic, the guy from Pittsburgh, accept no substitutes or imposters. Well, the Sacramento Bee published a story today saying that scientists say that the fault of the California wildfires is global climate change. And they cited a climate institute in Germany, of all things, and the scientist skittered his way out of the woodwork and said this has nothing to do with forest management. Well, don't believe the lie, people. There are 129 million dead trees in California in our national and state forest. And the reason these fires are happening are the fault of two people, Bill Clinton and Barack Obama. Both Bill Clinton and Barack Obama issued regulations keeping the Forest Service and state forestry officials from removing the dead trees from our forest. And for years we were told in California to clear the brush away from your homes. Well, Barack Obama said you can't do that anymore because it might endanger endangered species that need the brush for cover. So what happened to disastrous fires? That brush was destroyed, and so was the endangered species. In fact, in areas on the fire map you see in this video that were destroyed by fires, 14 of the beloved spotted owl habitats were burned, and those spotted owls were burned to a crisp. And sadly, there's a story in the UK Daily Mail today showing the animals burned in the campfire. A cat with its eyes singed shut, a rabbit with its ear missing, a dog with its eyes burned, and animals left behind, and the owners lying about it, a giraffe at an animal habitat left there to fend for itself, caged, not even let to run, as the buildings around it burned. So many animals have died in this fire, not only pets but wild animals. There's a picture of a donkey by a burning freeway. So we do not give enough time for people to evacuate and their animals and the poor wildlife. But there are 100 lawsuits against the U.S. Forest Service a year for any effort to remove the dead trees. Now, you can't possibly remove them all. It would cost millions. And because of this policy, the bulk of the wood that comes into California for construction and housing comes from Oregon and Washington. Loggers are not allowed to log in our forest because of these policies. And the two fire officials that berated Trump for his saying it's due to forest management are wrong. We're not allowed to manage the forest, and we used to allow fires to go off and burn so they clears out the brush and the remaining trees stand. We're not allowed to do that anymore. And the other thing is we are allowing people to build next to these forests because it looks nice and it's popular. And 6% of the population lives in areas that were normally inaccessible or left to nature. And because of it, homes and lives are being lost. We need to allow our forestry officials to tear out the dead wood. Many of these trees have been killed by drought, but also many have been killed by invasive insect species that have killed the trees. There's been a blight for years killing trees in the forest above Sacramento, and you can go out and see the dead trees. So don't believe the BS from Jerry Brown, another lying politician, that it's all about climate change. We had rain in 2017. We had rain in 2016. This year we're not having much. And he said 10 to 25 years we're going to have to worry about climate change. When did Jerry Brown become a weather forecaster? That's what I'd like to know. But the people believe this BS, and they don't investigate. No, I went and investigated environmentalists blocking removal of dead trees, and that's where I found out that the Obama administration and the Clinton administration blocked these efforts to remove the dead trees. The dead trees can mostly not be used for timber. They're too far gone, but they have to be removed to keep the sources of ignition out of our forest and out of our tree areas. And it has nothing to do with climate change. There's too much fuel for the fodder out there and fuel for the fire. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great day. Stay wet, warm, dry, or cool as the case may be. And above all, stay safe and give to the victims of these fires. Bye-bye for now.